Most parents spend hundreds of dollars on flashcards, apps, and genius baby programs before their child turns 3, chasing something that, it turns out, was never for sale in the first place. There's a window, a real one. Researchers studying early brain development have found that certain kinds of learning stick harder, faster, and deeper during specific stretches of childhood than at any other time. And most parents have never even heard when it actually is. Not because they're not paying attention, just because nobody tells them. It's not preschool, it's not kindergarten, and it's definitely not some expensive program you have to sign up for. It's earlier than you think, and it's happening right now in ways so ordinary you might be missing it completely. Today, I'm going to show you exactly when your child's brain is most ready to learn, and the 2 minutes a day that matter more than any toy you could buy them. A baby is lying on a blanket, batting at a set of stacking cups. She knocks one over, pauses, picks it back up, knocks it over again and again. To you, it looks like nothing, just a baby playing, maybe even a little repetitive. But in that moment, something enormous is happening inside her brain. Every time she repeats that tiny experiment, she's building something neuroscientists call a synaptic connection, basically a physical link between brain cells that gets stronger every time it's used. Think of it like a path through tall grass. The first time you walk it, it's barely there. Walk it 50 more times, and it becomes a clear, worn trail. That's what's happening every single time your child repeats an action, a word, or a sound. And here's the part most parents don't know. From birth to around age 3, the brain is forming these connections faster than it ever will again in a person's entire life. Up to 1 million new connections every second. Researchers at places like Harvard Center on the Developing Child have spent decades mapping this window. And what they found again and again is that it isn't the flashy toys or the structured lessons that drive this growth. It's repetition, response, back and forth. A baby babbles, you respond. She babbles again. That loop, sometimes called serve and return, is doing more for her brain than almost anything money can buy. And this matters just as much whether you're in a 1-bedroom apartment or a 5-bedroom house, whether your child has a shelf full of toys or a set of measuring cups from your kitchen drawer. The brain doesn't care what the toy costs. It cares that someone is there, responding. In the 1950s, a psychologist named Harry Harlow ran an experiment that changed how we understand learning itself. He gave baby monkeys 2 mother figures, one made of cold wire that dispensed food, and one made of soft cloth that offered no food at all, just warmth and closeness. Every time, the babies chose the cloth mother. They'd rush to it when frightened. They'd only dash to the wire one to eat, then run straight back. The lesson wasn't really about food. It was about what a young brain is actually searching for when it's trying to learn and grow. Safety, connection, someone to return to. Learning, it turns out, doesn't happen despite that need for closeness. It happens because of it. So if you're sitting there thinking about all the time you didn't spend on flashcards or the educational app you never downloaded, this isn't about blame. You're not behind. You're not alone in this. Most parents are doing far more of the right thing than they realize. They just don't know it counts. Here's the simple framework. 3 steps, starting today. 1. Narrate. Just talk through what you're doing and what your child is doing. You're stacking the blue cup on top. It fell. Let's try again. 2. Pause and wait. After you talk or ask something, Count to 5 in your head before jumping in. Give your child's brain time to respond, even if the response is just a look or a sound. 3. Follow their lead. If they're fascinated by a spoon banging on a pot, don't redirect them to something more educational. That fascination is the education. Try this exact line today. I see you looking at that. What do you think will happen? Then wait. That's it. No subscription, no screen, no $40 box of brain-building activities arriving every month. The most expensive programs on the market are trying to sell you something your voice and your attention already do better for free. If you've made it this far, here's something worth hearing clearly. You're already doing more than you realize. The narrating, the waiting, the noticing when your child bangs a spoon on a pot for the 10th time, that's not just parenting. That's the actual work of building a brain, happening in your kitchen, your car, your living room, 100 times a day, without you ever calling it a lesson. This isn't really about a technique. It's about who you're becoming as you do it, the kind of parent who shows up, who notices, who responds. Kids don't remember the flashcards. They remember being seen. If this shifted how you think about those small, ordinary moments, subscribe. Every week, we break down the real science behind the everyday moments of raising a child. No gimmicks, no guesswork. And if this one helped, tap like so more parents can find it too. Because the window won't stay open forever. But right now, today, it's wide open. And all it's asking for is you paying attention.